So I want to do a few short reviews before I get into the behemoth that is my Toxitron custom, because there's a lot to talk about with that, and I kind of just want to get some videos done. So today, we are talking about my custom MOTORMASTER. Now, in no way do I hate the original animated MOTORMASTER mold or the figure itself. It's actually one of my favorite BotCon figures, and I'm actually really happy that Hasbro decided to make him. But when I bought him, I didn't buy him for animated MOTORMASTER. I bought him for MOTORMASTER. I wanted a unique MOTORMASTER to go with my Stunticons, because I really don't care about Menasor. I never have. He's the most boring combiner ever. He looks terrible, but I really like the Stunticons. I think they're all really cool. So I used this new MOTORMASTER mold because it had just come out and it was on sale. So I thought, fine, let's do it. And I obviously wanted to make it my own sort of custom. So I removed the head, which was actually quite easy because the original head is on like a ball joint and a rotating stem. So I got to take that out and then replace it with like a Lego and an original head. This head is actually the Combiner Wars MOTORMASTER head. It was the only head I had. Legacy MOTORMASTER's head was in use at the time. And honestly, I don't mind this head. I actually really like this head. I have some nostalgia with this head. So head. But yes, the head is on this like Lego Mixel ball joint. As you can see here, it's just super glued in, and it works pretty well because the head gets engulfed in alt mode, so it quite works. And it's smaller than the original animated MOTORMASTER head, so it had some room to fit in. The sword here is just Legacy MOTORMASTER's sword with a 5mm peg just glued into the socket so it can go on the back. The legs are weird. I wanted to make it a little bit different to animated MOTORMASTER, so I painted on some like dark gray, but it sort of like gets cut off by the knees and it looks kind of weird. And yeah, this was quite a rush job when I was doing it, so I didn't really I didn't want to mask the like knees out, so I just left that whole part blank for purple, and it kind of just makes him look like he's wearing boots, and it looks really weird. But hopefully in the future I will actually finally paint those parts and just keep the knees purple, but for now he looks kind of weird. Okay, so the chest. It was made from a spare animated Optimus Prime chest, just painted in black. These little windows here, I don't know what they're from. I'm sorry, I don't know where it came from. I know it's 2 wings, but yeah, if you can figure out where they came from, please comment down below. It'll be greatly appreciated. But yes, I painted those to make it look like more of a Cybertronian truck. And then these little grill pieces here are just Lego grills I glued on. And yeah, this is supposed to replicate like his Cybertronian mode, I guess, because, why not? Options are cool. But if you don't want that chest, you can easily just reattach the MOTORMASTER chest to giving him his Earth mode, which in alt mode, I mean, the Cybertronian chest doesn't make any sense. He still has Earth wheels, but in alt mode he kind of looks like Cybertronian anyways because of how the wheels are hidden on the front. But if I was smart, I would have given him the animated Optimus Prime wheels painted in like blue, but I had used those wheels and customized it. So oh well, I should have thought about that, but meh. On the arms, there's these little pipes here. These are supposed to be smokestacks because animated Optimus and MOTORMASTER don't have smokestacks, so rip. But I, again, don't know where these came from. If you can comment down below and you recognize the piece, please tell me. But I don't know where these little pipes came from, but yeah, they are super glued onto the elbows. Kind of gives them a little bit more firepower, and also just gives them smokestacks in the alt mode, which you will be seeing later. Also, these stripes on the arms are new. I had just painted them. Yeah, so one side came out beautifully, but then the other side came out horrendous. What happened here? Literally, here's an image of both of them masked. I masked the entire thing, which in retrospect, I didn't really need to do. I thought I was going to be spray painting this, but turns out I didn't, and I kind of just wasted a lot of masking tape. But anyways, how did this happen? How did it looked worse before as well? I had to scratch off a bunch of the chrome paint, but I'll fix it later with like alcohol rubbing or something, or maybe just black paint. But I don't understand how this happened. God, I hate masking. But yeah, other than that, that is how MOTORMASTER looks. Nothing really much has changed except for just all the parts I just talked about. So let's get into transformation, I guess. Comparison time. Here he is with GENO, Super Megatron, Optimus Prime, Shockwave, Shattered Glass Optimus, and Bumblebee. So transformation for MOTORMASTER is exactly the same, except you can now just take off the chest for transformation. It basically just makes things easier, and you get to swap the chest plates out. Yay! Anyway, it's time to speed this boy up. Woo! What? And then basically that's just him, but obviously you can take in a chest plate of your choosing and then just smack it in. It should all just peg into like the front side here. Come on. If it would like to go in, you know, it would be greatly appreciated. Obviously for the Cybertronian chest, you have to be like really careful. You know, as I say that, I'm not even being careful, but just because of the super glued parts. But you will eventually get it in. And then everything just comes apart because this mold has not that good QC. And then there you go. Truck! In alt mode, as you can see, his earth mode is pretty much just the same with smokestacks and stripes. And then a grey backside as well. But if you want to go for the more Cybertronian, you can easily take off the chest and replace it. And boom! There you go. Cybertronian-ish, sort of. I don't know. It just gives MOTORMASTER more uniqueness than the animated version. And I actually display him with the Cybertronian chest on because it just looks way better. But yeah, this is just MOTORMASTER. And no, I do not want to buy that DNA upgrade kit. I was thinking about it, but I really can't be bothered.